political violence is a deeply personal and painful issue for you. Your wife, as a sitting congresswoman, Gabby Giffords, survived an assassination attempt on her life in 2011. And, since the tragic murder of Charlie Kirk, you've been speaking a lot, not just only as a politician, but as a family member and as a husband, talking about where this leads us. And I'm curious, what do you want people to know about how to come back from this brink, and what happens if we don't?
Well, let me start by saying I know something about this. As you outlined, in 2011, I got a call. I was in Houston, Texas. Gabby was in Tucson meeting with her constituents, and I got a call from Gabby's chief of staff, who just very simply says to me, Gabby's been shot. Didn't have a lot of information. We hung up from that call. A little while later, I get another call from her, and she gave me really devastating news that she'd been shot in the head. And later that day, on an airplane from Houston to Tucson, I found out through the media they pronounced her dead. And that lasted for about 30 minutes. I remember I was there with my kids and my mom, and I got up, went into the bathroom, and I was just crushed. And about 10 days ago, I went right back to that day, thinking about Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, and the devastating news that she received, and how this is such a punch in the gut. Now, to some extent, I was able to recover from it. Gabby was alive, and her husband died. Their kids will never know their father. They're so young. So this is, really, really challenging for these people. Nobody deserves this. And I didn't agree with Charlie Kirk on much. But one thing I agreed with is he had every right to be there, to debate people about the issues that he cared about. I was on the other side of a lot of those issues. But one thing I did agree is that he had freedom of speech rights. And I would go to war to defend that.